On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. It's been a great day of football to begin the season, and now it's time for our main event. We're off on Sunday night. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Penix on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Penix on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Motion man sent left. 3rd down, it's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down from the red zone. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. inside the red zone. They could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. He'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready. 18 ready. 18 ready.
Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Third and just 2 to go. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Cuts right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play.
That's a Cleveland touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Browns take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. 30! And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, here's Penix. This throw is caught. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Penix here from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And again, it's Penix. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready to load, ready to load. Buffalo 18. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35.
18, Pioneer.
He'll throw it yet again. He sends this one to the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 13-0 lead. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup from the secondary. Grant Delpit on the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to back-to-back carries here. Past midfield to the 45. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Running it after the penalty. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. They managed 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's got to gain a 6 there. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. A nice pickup of 6. That's going to bring up third down 9.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Penix. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
On the set.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Set. Check, man. Check. Ready.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throw wheeled in by Njoku. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. 1st down, ball at the 36.
18 rep. 18 rep. Here we go.
They go play action here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Falcons will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's able to push this ahead to around the 27. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Penix working from the gun. Completed to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Penix now on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Hits his running back. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Escapes out to the left. Throwing deep down the left. Oh no, they get him yet again. Greg Newsome has it.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Let's go. Mustang 19.
Throwing from near his own goal line. That one complete to Njoku. And he's going to be out right along the 25. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Maverick, 60, 18, Pioneer.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get...
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. To the air with Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Slot man motioned over. They'll run here following the penalty. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Penix now to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Penix looking to pass. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Running this one left. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Offense to the line for second down. Right up the gut. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Penix here from the gun. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Tag.
They'll come out throwing. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Penix now against a blitz. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Penix now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And he'll at least get this to register as inside the 20 on the stat sheet, as this is down at the 19-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns now lead by 10. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Penix on 1st down. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 32. This complete to Culp. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, Penix. Finds his back complete. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Throwing Penix. Escapes the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's the... All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Only 1 yard for them, and now we'll see what they decide to do on 4th and short. They'll run it with Robinson. He gets the 1st and more inside the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. It is caught left side.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Hey, check that. Street. Dragon 60. Go.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finding Judy. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Pass play now. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Ready. 19 Lions.
2nd and 10 now. Judy there to grab it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Set. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 18 rattle. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11. 70 Rangers. Hook.
Dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
They're throwing it. They did it. He made the interception. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks off the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Penix now on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Penix working from the gun. Getting out to his left. He's got a man left. It's a gain of 22. And the Falcons will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on that play, and they only have 1 now to go on third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Top 70. Here we go. Set. Craft ball leading. 19, 18. Go.
Here's Penix to throw. Into the hands of Colt. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's go now.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Falcons down by only 3. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. And again, it's Penix. Vacates quickly left side.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as the play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage. It still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain. That feels like a sack for those defenders.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here he is to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Ready, set.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. 60
Back to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
19, Pioneer. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Take go.
Setting up to pass. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. They smash. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go, Reed. Go. Hurt. Hurt. And up.
He'll look to throw it. On the move, headed right. Trying to push it deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
60. Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Back to throw it. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left wide open downfield. Got it. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight end going in motion here.
Go.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road.